Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mana Cave. My name is Ed.
I'm Travis.
And today we are continuing on with the somewhat delayed Guild Kit Showdown. This was a series that was only going to originally be just the one Golgari versus Izzet, I believe. Yep. And then that's all I was planning on doing. And then we enjoyed playing it, and the response from you guys got me to buy 2 more of the decks, and then eventually I bought all 5 of the first sets of Guild Kits. And by that point, it's like, you know what? I pre-ordered the second set. So we're going to be kicking off the third match of this series with Azorius
Heated
versus...
Rivals.
Yes.
Rakdos.
Now, on the screen right now is going to be a graphic showing you all the matchups that are going to be part of this showdown. So it was Izzet versus Golgari. It was Dimir versus Boros. It's going to be Simic versus Selesnya. That's going to be the crossover between the two sets of Guild Kits. Today, which we mentioned before, it's going to be Rakdos versus Azorius. And then the final matchup that we're going to end up having at some point in the future is going to be Gruul versus... Now, there's 2 pronunciations for this, either Orzhov or Orzhov, I believe is the 2 pronunciations. Yeah. However you want to pronounce it, whatever floats your boat is cool with me. So those are going to be all the matchups. Now, because... this means that there's 10 decks. Yeah. That means there's going to be, in total, 5 winners. So we're going to do something similar to what we did with the previous Planeswalker deck showdown. All the decks that lost in this showdown, I'm going to allow you guys to let me know which ones you want to see have a second chance. If there's one like that a forerunner in the comments where everyone seems like they want that one to come back, we'll just go with that one. But if there's 2 that's sort of close, we'll have a battle between those 2, and that will fill the wild card spot. So once again, that graphic, it's going to show that there's going to be a wild card spot at some point in this particular sort of showdown. So in the end of this, I'm not sure how long it's going to go on for, probably a couple months or so. And we may be sort of like peppering other games, other matches in between here and there. But yeah, eventually we're going to have one definitive Guild Kit Showdown champion. That was an awful lot of information. Yeah. Yeah. So, Travis, you're playing Rakdos, as we mentioned before.
Yes, sir.
That is one of sort of like the guilds that you quite like. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Red, black, aggro, death.
Destroy creature.
Yeah.
Burn creature.
Spectacle.
Burn player.
Because you're a bit of a showman. You're a bit of a showman, yeah.
Just flying off the screen here.
You're also wearing red, black today?
I do. When I have the opportunity, I do coordinate.
Yes.
I don't often have opportunities.
I'm wearing green for, I think, like the first time ever, and I'm not playing a green deck, so you put way more thought than I did.
Well, it's a sweater. I have one.
Now, we've already determined our opening hands.
Yes.
I did not have to mulligan. You mulligan down to 6?
I did, but I get a scry.
Yes, you do.
I'm happy with my 6.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
We did not roll to see who goes first, though. Oh. Yeah. So we're rolling. I'm rolling a blue and white die because
red black
matched for that one. 7.
7.
Okay. There we go. 6.
11.
That crushed me. So there we are with that. So you are going to get to go first.
Okay.
Did you want to... Well, actually, show your hand first, and then scry, and then show the folks at home whether or not you're going to put that on top or bottom and what card that was. Okay. So I will bow my head and wait for you to do all of that.
Usually organize these ahead of time, but yeah. There would be my opening 6. Yeah. Almost put face down. And here's my scrying card. I'm going to choose to put that on top because I really need that land. It's obviously a land. I'll pass to you to do
pass to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm actually kind of I'm okay with my opening hand, and I'll show you guys, and you guys might be able to see why this might be an okay opening hand. So I've been fooled by my opening hands before, though, and I've ended up getting trounced. So hopefully this isn't one of those times. It's a best out of 3, 2 out of 3. So even if this doesn't go well, there will be another game, at least one other game to redeem myself. Travis, you may raise your head up high and begin the battle of Rakdos versus Azorius.
Mountain go.
Oh, okay.
No
less fanfare than I was expecting.
Yeah, not much spectacle there.
I'm going to play an Azorius Guild Gate. Enters the battlefield tapped, and I can tap it for either white or blue. On to you, sir.
Draw a mystery card. Playing a Mystery Swamp. The card right side up. I'm a savage. I'm going to choose to tap black.
Ooh.
And I'm going to play the Rakdos Cackler. Yes, he's a 1/1 for 1 mana, hybrid mana, black or red, and he has Unleash. I may have this creature enter the battlefield with a +1 counter on it, but if it does, it can't block, as long as it has a +1 counter on it. Now, as far as I know, if I had some magic way of removing that counter, he could block in the future because it's worded that way, but yeah.
Or if there was it didn't have a counter and one was put on it later on, that would block it from blocking, right? Block it from blocking.
Probably, yeah.
There we go.
So he is now a 2/2, and he's just so virile and aggressive looking. I've always loved this card. He's just not good enough, unfortunately, to play in any commander deck. He doesn't have haste, by the way, so I'm not.
He doesn't
attack.
have haste, right? Okay,
No.
I couldn't remember that. So
no, he has Unleash.
but he's a 2/2 for 1, which is pretty good for the curve. So.
I like him. Big horns too. Pass back to you.
Back to me. Alrighty. Let's play an island. Let's tap 2, including a white and a blue, and I'm going to cast Pride of the Clouds. It is a 1/1 elemental cat. It's got flying. Pride of the Clouds gets +1/+1 for each other creature with flying on the battlefield. Not just ones I control, just on the battlefield. And also has forecast 2, a white and a blue. Reveal Pride of Clouds from your hand. Create a 1/1 white and blue bird creature token with flying. Didn't have the mana for that. I just wanted to get a creature on the board that could possibly get bigger.
So obviously you would reveal it and it just stays in your hand and everything.
Yeah,
You can keep making tokens that way.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Interesting.
So, forecast is one of those mechanics which came around before I came back to Magic, so...
I had never heard of forecast.
Oh, really? I've seen it in some commander decks that I think I've played. I think? Maybe. Anyways. Travis, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'll untap. Draw. Play another swamp. Go to combat.
Sure.
Swing in with my 2/2 who can't block anyway.
Okay, now normally we use different types of spin down counters, but we're going to be being themed for the first matchup and use the actual ones that came with these decks. So I'm going to go down to 18.
I have a bunch of instants in my hand, so I'm just going to hang on to them, hold back, and pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw.
Dope! I just thought of something.
Really?
Yeah. I could have done something, but I didn't know. But it's my fault.
Oh, I'm sorry. If it was still your turn, I would sort of bring it back, but okay. Sorry about that.
No, that's all me.
I'm going to play another island. And then what I'm going to do is, let's do this. I'm going to tap for 3, including a blue and a white, and cast Liev Sky Knight. It is a 3/1 human knight creature with flying, and when it enters the battlefield, detain target non-land permanent an opponent controls. Until your next turn, that permanent can't attack, block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. So next turn, that will not be able to attack. Can't block, but it also is not going to be able to attack next turn. This is a creature with flying, which means that this is going to get +1/+1, so it is now a 2/2.
Okay.
I'm about to move to combat.
Okay.
I'm moving to combat. I'm going to swing in with my 2/2 flyer.
I choose not to block or cast a spell.
Oh, okay.
So I'm dropping to 18.
And we tied it up, folks. We tied it up. So, Travis, all your turn.
All right, so he does still untap.
Yes.
Draw. Dang it. Hey. All right, I'm going to burn through a sorcery card here. So I'm going to cast for red and blue, Dreadbore. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. I'm going to choose your guy who can just keep getting bigger, because I didn't miss, like, Hexproof or anything, did I?
No.
Okay. He cannot attack this turn, which is super, super unfortunate. I'll keep that black up and pass back to you, because I can attack. And I really want to attack.
Okay.
My heart says attack.
Tap, draw. Now, I'm going to play a plains. I'm just going to move to combat. Okay, so I'm going to swing in with my 3/1 flyer.
Boy, a 1/1 blocker would have been... Oh, I just couldn't block anyway because of flying. So 3, I'll drop from 18 down to 15.
You betcha. And then I'm going to pay 3, including 1 white, and I'm going to cast the Court Hussar. Hussar! It is a 1/3 Vedelkin Knight. It's got Vigilance, and when it enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. When Court Hussar enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless 1 white was spent to cast it, which it was. So I'm going to look at the top 3 cards of my library. And then it's put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So I'm going to put this into my hand. I'm going to put these two on the bottom of my library in any order. And now I'm just going to pass the turn to you.
Okay. So he's 1/3, right?
He is a 1/3 with vigilance.
Okay. I will go to combat.
What you playing at, Travis? What you playing at?
Nothing.
Now, he can be blocked, correct?
He can be blocked.
You know what? Because if you do have something, it'll get something out of your hand. I'm actually going to block it with my court Hussar.
He's blocked.
Okay. Damage?
Damage.
Okay. So there's 2 damage on this, and there's 1 damage on your guy.
Yeah. I will tap 2. Oh, out of combat now, post second main phase thing?
Yep.
Okay. For the Rakdos Guild Mage, he's a 2/2 for 2. I can tap a black and 3, discard a card, target creature gets -2/-2 to end a turn. I can tap a red and 3 and create a 2/1 red goblin creature token with haste, exile at the beginning of the next end step. Are the back of these 2/1? Oh, look at that.
Yeah, because these decks came with some tokens, some double-sided tokens, so.
Cool. Yeah, I passed 2.
Back to me, okay. So that looks like it could be a bit of a pain in the keister. Interesting. I'm going to play a Plains. I'm going to pay 2 white and 2 of whatever, and I'm going to cast the Azorius Justicar.
Justicar sounds like something from StarCraft, so
Yeah?
Justicar.
We'll say it's a Justicar. It's just a car. That's also a human wizard on top of being just a car. And it's a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, detain up to 2 target creatures your opponent controls. So once again, they can't attack, block, and their activated abilities can't be activated. Those would be my 2 targets. I'm going to move to combat.
Yep.
I'm swinging my 3/1 bird. I'm going to swing in my 1/3 with vigilance.
No way to block, so I'm simply going to drop for 4 damage, down to 11.
Okay, I'm going to get over the mild heart attack when I thought I actually set down my hand face up towards you, but I did not.
Full on detained in this board.
I'm going to now pass the turn to you.
Still untap him, detained or not. I guess I'm going to tap 3 to cast. For its regular cost, Skewer the Critics, dealing 3 damage to any target.
Oh, okay.
So the Vigilant guy is annoying. The Flyer is more annoying.
Because it's a 3/1, right? So
Yeah. So I'm going to deal 3 damage to your 3/1 Flyer.
Okay. And it goes to the grave.
Yep. Those guys are detained, so there's no attacking shenanigans, so I'll just pass to you.
Okay. Alright. So now it is my next turn, so now those can block. Well, one of them can block, the other one can't. And I'm going to draw. Correct? I did not draw. I did not draw, so I'm going to draw now. I'm going to pay 3, including 1 white. And I'm going to cast, it's an instant, but I'm going to cast it on my main phase. Unbreakable Formation. For 2 and a white, creatures you control gain indestructible at the end of turn. It also has addendum, which is why I'm casting it not on as instant speed, but on my main phase instead. If you cast the spell during your main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures, and they gain vigilance until the end of turn. So a +1/+1 on you, and a +1/+1 on you. They're indestructible and vigilant. And I'm going to move to combat.
It's going bad, sir.
And swing in with a 3/3 vigilant creature and a 2/4 vigilant creature.
All right, so I'm basically taking 5, I think. But I can block with one of the dudes to no great effect. They both have vigilance too. It's not like I even get a good chance at a crackback on this.
Yeah.
5 is a lot. First 2 is still happening, right, either way. I will have to chump with my Rakdos Guild Mage, because there's no trample involved. It's only 3 for 2. It's not even that great of a chump either, but I still take the 2, so I go from 11 down to 9, and I lose my Shaman.
Okay. I'm then going to tap for, we'll say a white and a blue. I'm going to cast the Azorius Guild Mage. It's a 2/2 Vedalken Wizard, and it has 2 abilities. Pay 2 and a white, tap target creature, or pay 2 and a blue, counter-activated ability. Now, neither of those are tap abilities as well, too. Mana abilities can't be targeted. So I'm going to pass the turn to you. Now, you've been essentially mana screwed since turn 3, so I do feel bad. I do feel bad about that.
There's my 4th
there's
land,
4,
but it is pretty much too little too late. What can I do here to the greatest effect? Yeah, this is unfortunate, but I'm going to tap for 2 red, 2 black for 4 mana to destroy target creature or land. I will target the Azorius Guild Mage because I can't, not that it matters right now, but in theory in the future.
Yeah, essentially it's going to be able to, I mean, if I catch another land as well too, it means I can tap 2 of your creatures each turn. So, and that one can't block, so no,
Can't block, but right now attacking is basically throwing them away, so I'm not going to attack. Passing back to you, hoping for a big next turn. Of course, no matter what, I'm taking 5 next turn anyway.
Okay, draw. I'm going to move to combat.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing in with both of... Oh, sorry. This one's got vigilance. This one does not.
Yeah.
So a 3/3 and a 2/4.
Drop 9 down to 5.
Okay. Oh, no. From 9 down to 4, right? Because 3
Yes.
and then... there we go. Okay.
There.
I'm then going to... I'm going to pass the turn to you.
Jeez. Like, at best, with my 4 mana, I'm going to walk into a... All right. Well, at least I can go for an attack now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll block.
Okay. Still did it.
So that dies.
Oh, I forgot he's in a 2 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really much matter. So I'll get ready to pitch this because I got no play, but I will play what I should have played on turn 3. The Spawn of Mayhem. 4/4 with Spectacle 3. So I attacked you on turn 3. And I didn't even know about the spectacle thing until I'm standing there reading the cards.
Oh so my god, that would have been huge!
Yeah, that would have been huge back then.
Okay, so spectacle. What is spectacle?
You may cast this spell for spectacle cost rather than mana cost if your opponent lost life. So in turn 3, I think I attack with my...
Yeah, and you could cast it in your second main phase.
And then, sure enough, after that, I'm like, well, even if I catch a land, I'll be able to cast him anyway. No land, no land, no land.
And it's a 4/4 flyer with trample.
At the beginning of my upkeep, Spawn of Mayhem deals 1 damage to each player. Then, if you have 10 or less life, put a +1 counter on Spawn of Mayhem. So it was actually a really good card to have.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing you're countering.
Yeah, I'm going to pay 2 blue and 1 white and cast Render Silent. Counter target spell. Its controller can't cast spells this turn.
Wow, good to know. I'm all tapped anyway. Pass back to you.
Okay, so then untap, draw, and then move to combat.
Yep.
Swing in for 5.
That's 5. Yeah, that was a tough realize of like a second wave. Like, wait, no, spectacle.
Yeah. Now, one of the things, I mean, this is stating the obvious, but one of the things that's been mentioned in the comment section is the fact that obviously games where someone is mana screwed, it sucks. Everyone hates to see that. We have sort of, I've tried to think of different ways sort of around it. We have fairly liberal mulligan rules.
Yeah.
We use a sort of a combination of the Paris mulligan rule along with some of our own sort of house rules as well too, to try to prevent that as often as possible. So the only other thing we can end up doing is basically like restarting a game. Now the only reason
that's what a 2 or 3 basically is. Like.
Yeah. The only reason why we don't restart a game that was just, someone was mana screwed is because if that was in place, I don't think either of us would ever pass up 2 land hands again because there'd be no consequences. So we do, trust me, I hear you guys in the comments section. I understand mana screw sucks,
but I got 3. 3. That's something to go with, and a scry. Of course, I scried the Rakdos Cackler or whatever on top because I'm like, no, that's good. That's what I want.
No, yeah, I would have as well too. For sure, I would have because that's probably one of the strongest 1-drops. That you could ever hope for in that deck, anyways. I think it may be the only 1-drop, I'm not sure, but it's definitely a strong 1-drop for sure. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna shuffle up. We're gonna get to the second game of this match, and then we'll see how it goes for you there.
Yeah.
And we are back in the second game of this match. I this time had to mulligan down to 6. Travis,
I should have mulliganed down to 6, but I kept with a little bit of hope.
Well, there's always hope. There's always hope. Now, you lost last game, so you get to show first, and you will get to go first as well too. I'm gonna bow my head to you.
The old show and go. I like it. There is my opening hand. You can see why I said it's a little risky. But, you know, I have faith that I can...
You gotta have faith, the faith.
True that. And I'll duck my head, the head. Don't forget your scry now.
I will scry, and I'll show everyone. So that is my opening hand. As you can see, it's probably not the best, but remember, it is a 6-card hand. I didn't want to have to go down to 5. And now we're going to scry, and I'll show you guys. Okay, well, that's the top card. And this is probably a mistake, but we're going to put that on top. We're going to put that on top, folks. You can look up now, Travis. I'm going to turn my life back to 20.
You sure?
Yes.
Don't be greedy now.
And, yeah, it's all you. It's all you.
All right. Swamp. I'll tap the swamp. The Rakdos Cackler. Once again, possibly making the mistake of choosing to put.
A 2/2 on turn 1 is pretty good.
Yeah, even better than haste. There's no goblin guy to think is the 2/2 with haste on turn 1. Yeah, your turn.
Draw? Okay. I don't know why I was like, ooh, I wonder what I get, because I put that on top.
No.
I'm going to play an island, and I'm going to pass the turn to you.
All right. Okay. I'm going to play a swamp. And I'm going to get real crazy.
Okay.
Real crazy. Tapping for 1 black. To cast an enchantment aura called Riot Spikes. Enchanted creature gets +2/-1. So it's a 4/1 now, I believe.
Yowzers.
But it's got 1 toughness, which will trade with a lot of crap. But he's not blocking anyway, so anytime soon. I'm swinging in for 4.
That's a pretty good start. Swinging in for 4 on turn 2?
But it's also really fragile. I do not have another Rakdos Cackler, unfortunately, or another Riot Spikes.
Well, I mean, this is white-blue, so it's not exactly like known for like any sort of direct damage a lot of the time, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's back to you, sir.
Okay. Okay, you remember it was a long time ago, but remember the first game when you said you made kind of a mistake and it cost you? Well, at the end of this game, or at some point, I'm going to reveal a mistake that I'm sure everyone in the home caught when I revealed my hand.
Spell? On 1 blue? Counter target enchantment spell?
I'll show you. Trust me.
Return target creature to its owner's hand for 1 mana?
It's a silly Billy mistake. It's a silly Billy mistake. I'm going to draw my card. I'm then going to tap and have 1 blue floating and play the Azorius Chancery. It enters the battlefield tapped, and when it enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Return this island to my hand. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards in hand. We're still okay. I don't have to discard anything. Travis, I'm going to pass the turn to you.
Okay.
I'm so disappointed with myself, folks.
Really? I'm pretty disappointed with myself, too. Go to combat.
Yes. For 4?
For 4.
I'm down to 12.
Past 2.
Ooh, well, still, you're swinging in for 4 each turn, so...
Yeah, but that's going to quickly run when you don't hit that 3rd land drop.
Okay. I'm going to play an island, which we all know I had in my hand. I'm going to tap for 3, including a white and a blue, and I'm going to cast the Liev Sky Knight. We saw it before, through one flyer, and it also has Detain, so I'm going to detain that.
Detain.
So it cannot attack, block, which it couldn't do anyways, or activate an ability. And I'm going to pass the turn to you.
I really dislike Detain.
Yes. Oh, no.
I'm going to tap for 3.
Okay.
To cast Lizolda the Blood Witch. She's a 3/1 human cleric for 1 black, 1 red, 1 anything. I can pay 2 mana and sacrifice a creature. Lizolda the Blood Witch deals 2 damage to any target. If the sacrificed creature was red, draw a card. If the sacrificed creature was... Oh, wait, no. Okay. Deals 2 damage to any target if the sacrificed creature was red.
Okay.
Draw a card if the sacrificed creature was black.
Okay. And this is both, right?
So that is both, but I'm still... So you deal 2 damage, or you pay 2 mana, sacrifice creature, and she deals 2 damage to any target if the sacrifice... Oh, if, there's that.
Yeah.
There's that if. Okay. I'm just,
okay. Oh, yeah.
This was one or the other.
Yeah.
But if it's both, then both triggers happen. No haste, no sacrifice at this point anyway. Passing to you.
Passing to me. Okay, so let's untap and draw. I'm going to play an island. Okay, well, let's do this. I'm going to pay a white and a blue, and then another blue. I'm going to cast Detention Sphere. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile target non-land permanent not named Detention Sphere, and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent. When Detention Sphere leaves the battlefield, return the exiled cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. So I'm actually going to target him, because that shuts off her ability, at least for the time being. And this ability costs 2, so you're unlikely to be able to cast something.
Yep.
And then it also sends your enchantment to the graveyard. So we'll just tuck that under the Detention Sphere. Now, I'm already sort of behind in life, but at the same time, I mean, you could swing in with that, or I could keep my 3/1 flyer up. I'm going to, actually, I'm not going to attack. I'm going to pass the turn to you.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Okay. I'm going to take a turn off here to play the Rakdos Keyrune.
Okay.
So it is currently still capable of being tapped for a red or black this turn. I can tap a red and a black. It becomes a 3/1 black and red devil artifact creature with first strike to the end of the turn.
Okay.
I'm not attacking with my cleric. Passing to you.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to tap, draw. Let's play an island. I'm going to move to combat.
Okay.
I'm going to swing in with the 3/1 flyer.
I got no flyers. I dropped to 17.
I'm then going to tap. Right. I just saw a flaw in my plan. Okay, what I'll do instead is I'm going to tap for a white and a blue, another blue, and another blue. So I got 3 blue, 1 white, and I'm going to cast the... This is the mistake, essentially, that I made before. It is Sphinx of Foresight. For 2 and 2 blue, it's a 4/4 Sphinx. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, scry 3 at the beginning of your first upkeep.
Oh, that dude.
Yes, this little got flying, and then at the beginning of my upkeep, I scry 1. So that was, as you might have guessed from my reaction on turn 2, in my opening hand, and I screwed that up. So I'm going to now pass the turn to you. So it is a 4/4, though. 4/4 flyer.
Tap, draw, play a mountain.
Don't like that.
Okay. So for a red and a black, tapping to once again cast Dreadbore. Because I didn't miss that any hexproof or anything.
No, not at all.
So
So that's going to go to the graveyard.
yes. And then with the Spirit of Aggro here, I will tap 2 and anything to turn this into a 3/1 black and red devil artifact creature with first strike on the turn.
Yepers.
I will then sacrifice. No, I'm just kidding. Go to combat.
Swinging for 6, right?
Swinging for 6.
Okay, so I'm taking 6. I'm down to 6.
I'm tapped out. I'm not hell bent though, but I am tapped out.
Okay. I like a volt. Okay, so my turn.
Yes, sir.
Draw. Interesting. I'm gonna play an island. Oh, I'm gonna untap my bird. Wow, I can't believe I have to do this.
Sacrifice your enchantment.
No, let's not get crazy now. Okay, so I'm going to tap this for white and blue, and then another blue, and then I'm going to tap 3 more islands. And I'm going to cast Sphinx's Revelation for white, 2 blue, and X. It's an instant. You gain X life and draw X cards. I'm doing this on my turn.
Dang.
I could have done it your turn. Maybe I should have done it your turn, but I want to do this now to see what I'm going to draw. So I'm going to gain 3 life in total and draw 3 cards. Let's draw the 3 cards first. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go up to 9. I will then put that in the graveyard, and I'm going to not swing in my 3/1, and I'm going to pass turn to you.
Okay. Untapping. Keeps getting stuck in this utterly mediocre position of mana. Okay. So we're gonna tap a black and red.
Okay.
For its non-spectacle cost, cast Rax Maddie the Revealer. It's a 2/2 human shaman with spectacle, which doesn't matter right now. When he enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw a card. If this was spectacle cost was paid, discard my hand, then draw 3 cards.
Oh, okay.
So it's a bit of a waste.
Well,
but,
no.
I'm unfortunately not going to get to this guy anytime soon. God. I want this card so bad. If I can get to this, I guarantee I win, probably.
Okay.
But I'm discarding the Utvarda Hellkite, which is 8 mana.
Yeah.
And the way games are going, I'm not getting 8 mana. But he's a 6/6 flyer, and whenever he attacks, or a dragon attacks, I create a 6/6 dragon token.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
And you even have the tokens ready to go for that if you want.
I do. But I'm going to draw a card. Okay. Dang it. It's not what I wanted. But I can still just help somewhat. I'm going to tap this and tap this to cast the Rakdos Signet.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to attack into that thing because I like my shaman. And Rakdos or Max Buddy does not have haste or first strike or anything like that. So I'm going to pass 2. Which hurts because I let you take a turn off and I don't do anything.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. Let's do this. I'm going to tap for 2 blue. And I'm going to cast the Azorius Guild Mage. I saw it before. Tap target creature or pay 2 and 1 blue and counter target activated ability. And neither of those are tap abilities. And everything in my head is screaming to leave up mana for it. Because it seems like a good idea. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to play an Azorius Chancery, which we've seen before. I'm going to return this island back to my hand. I'm going to pass a turn to you.
On your end step, I will tap this to add 1 mana. To tap this.
Okay, I'm going to what while it's in the stack.
Okay. Well, I've tapped these
Oh wait,
2.
no, because it can't. Because wait, mana abilities can't be targeted. That's right. Okay.
Okay, tap target creature, counter target activated ability.
Yeah.
So.
But it can't. These are mana abilities, so it's not going to be able to
but
counter
it can
those.
totally counter that.
It can counter that.
Which means I would sacrifice, not get it. Okay. So these are tapped.
Oh, you can take them back. I mean, you can. Scroll
Well, it
that
doesn't
back if you
matter.
want to. Okay. But what I was going to do is I was going to stop you from tapping for 2, and then it's like all of a sudden, like, no, I can't do that. So I'm glad I caught that hint.
Well, wouldn't you wait to counter that? Because then I would have sacrificed that. So wouldn't it have made more sense to wait till I got to that stage?
Yes.
Okay.
It would. So why?
Brand new decks to us, by the way. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So untapping. All right. This could hurt, but I'll tap this and this to add 2 mana.
Okay.
Tap all of this for 3 more mana. At least 1 is red, 1 is black. To attempt to cast the Master of Cruelties.
Now remember, you're not attempting to cast it. You are going to cast it.
Should I just put in my bin or what? Like you got your 3 mana there. You're all.
No, it resolves. Okay. What does it do?
So he's a 1/4 first strike death touch demon. He can only attack alone. Whenever he attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player life total becomes 1. Master of Cruelties assigns no combat damage this combat.
What?
Yeah, but only 1/4.
A player and isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1? So if this attacks and I can't block it, I die.
No, your life total becomes 1, and he can only attack alone.
But that happens when it attacks. And if it's unblocked, it's going to do 1 damage. Not when it does damage to me.
No, because it says Master of Cruelties assigns no combat damage this combat. So we'd have to wait till the very least the next turn. Unless that's some sort of 1
then
mana
it's
burn
perfectly
spell.
fine that I go. Oh man.
Yeah, I'll pass back to you.
Back to me. Okay, so
But if only you found some way to tap him down or something.
Oh, you know what end step. I forgot to do the end step. I could have tapped it down on the end step. I'm an idiot.
You can tap it down your turn.
Yeah, but it would be better to have done it on the end step. Oh, I can't believe. Folks, I've been messing this up left, right, and center. I'm going to play an island.
Gee, if only I knew what that was like.
I'm going to play a white and a blue, and then another blue. And I'm going to cast the Azorius Herald. It's a 2/1 spirit, can't be blocked. When it enters the battlefield, I gain 4 life, so I'm going to go up to 13.
Jeez, there goes a lot of my plan.
And then I'm going to tap the Chancery for a white and a blue to cast the Pride of the Clouds, which we saw before, and I have one other flying creature, so it's a 2/2. I could have been used it for its forecast, but I decided not to do that because that would cost me 4, and I want to leave 3 mana up. So I've got 3 blue up, and I'm going to pass the turn now to you, Travis.
Okay. Come on. Okay. I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tap that to get 5 total.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
Okay.
6 to cast the Carnival Hellsteed. First strike, haste. Nightmare Horse. He's a 5/4 with Unleashed. Unleash.
Okay.
That resolves.
That does resolve. So his Unleash, it's either what, put a counter on it or...
And then it can't
block? Okay.
No. So, hypothetically speaking, it has first strike. If you block it with everything magically, it will do a first strike to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
6.
in
6,
theory,
because remember, this is a 2/2 right
2/2,
now.
okay.
So it would wipe out everything except for 1.
so 1 wouldn't be left to no damage. So I'm not, as painful as it is, I'm choosing not to put that counter on it.
Okay.
Just against my better will. Against my nature. Okay. I'm going to go to combat next.
Okay.
Are you tapping anything down?
I can't tap anything down because I don't have the...
The white mana. Oh.
Yeah. But... well, we'll have to wait until you actually go to combat.
I'm going to combat. I haven't declared attackers, but I'm going to combat.
Okay. So now, can I read this card again just for 1 sec?
Yeah.
Whenever attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player's life total. Okay. So
You can still block.
now that's a triggered ability. That's not even it's not an activated ability.
I will die a happy man, but I will never know the difference properly between activated and triggered ability. Drives me nuts.
Okay, so activated ability is if you do something which is going, or something is done where you're activating it. You're doing something, like paying, for example, paying 3 mana for 2 and 1 blue is an activated ability. Paying the 2 for that is an activated ability. Triggered ability is when something triggers it that's...
Like going to combat.
Yeah, going
the
like,
battlefield.
like attacking, so...
I can still, in my head, unfortunately, define both of those in almost any scenario. Like, well, technically, I triggered it because I went to combat, so I triggered that effect. Like,
okay. Okay. So that happens. So okay. So now you can declare attackers.
okay. I can only attack with him alone. Otherwise, I would attack with more.
Okay. Now he's got first strike and death touch, correct?
Correct.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 2 blue. I'm going to cast Warrant. It's part of a split card. It's an instant, and put target attacking or blocking creature on top of its owner's library. So now it's on top of your library?
But he did attack and wasn't blocked.
Well, you didn't get to the blocking phase yet.
Well, I don't know. He wasn't blocked. Again, this is the part of Magic where even I'm on J's side. We're like, but these things happen. So
Yeah, that would have been triggered come the blocking phase. If I declared no blockers, then that would have gone off. So that's my understanding.
You did declare
of
no
it.
blockers.
No, you declared attackers.
Yeah.
And then then I responded to it with an instant. So
Okay. So, your turn.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to play an island. I'm going to pay a blue and a white and 1 of whatever, and I'm going to cast Unbreakable Formation on my main phase. So my creatures are all indestructible, and I cast it on my main phase, so they're all going to get a +1/+1 counter each, or each going to get a +1/+1 counter, and they're going to gain Vigilance. Do you have anything to respond?
I have nothing to respond.
Okay. So counter, counter.
That is a very nice card. You've seen it in both games.
Counter, and counter. We also saw it in the Planeswalker deck, I believe as well too. Okay, so now
It's the vigilance that kills me. Like, I can take anything. Just I need
just
to have
not vigilance.
a fair shot at a crackback, you know.
I'm gonna move to combat.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing in with everything. This can't be blocked. This has flying. This has got flying, and this is just a 2/2, but it's indestructible.
Okay. So the highest power that I can block. Wait, he can't be blocked.
He can't be
So
blocked. Yeah.
I'll block the thing with my Hellsteed.
Okay. So then you'll be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Down to 7.
I'm now going to pass the turn to you.
All that mana left up. I know what I'm drawing. And does he even do me much good at this point? So, I can do a bunch of stuff here, but I feel like I'm walking into almost anything terrible. So no matter what, though, next turn I can't block, like, because you don't have flying.
These two have flying.
Yeah, but no, there's nothing I have has flying.
Oh, okay.
I have, like, demons without flying, apparently. Okay. So how do I live one more turn? He's a 3, he's a 2, he's a 3. So I can't even do the burn thing that you could counter anyway. I can do that, which takes up all my mana. That can be tapped down and not block anyway. So if I can take out 1 flyer, then I still have, in theory, then only 7. That's a 4.
And remember, this is
Flyers,
but it's only a 4/2, so it does have just 2 toughness.
If I do take him out, he drops to a 2/2, and I'm only taking, in theory, 5. Which is not a lot. Pardon me, it's not nothing when your life total is at 7. But I think that's what I have to do, even though I'm probably walking into another one of those dynamic counter spells. I have no choice. And this is instant I'm casting at any time.
Okay.
Cackling Flames, those 3 damage to any target.
Okay. And you're doing it to...
I'm going to choose him.
Choose him, okay.
Yeah.
So then this is now a 2/2, just because of the counter.
That was silly of me. Could have done that differently. But anyhow, I'm going to pass 2.
Okay. On your end step, I'm going to tap for 3 and use the Guild Mage's ability to tap down the 5/4.
The Hellsteed.
Hellsteed. And then it's my turn, so I'm tap. Draw. Okay, so I'm going to play an island. I'm going to tap a white and 2 of whatever to tap down that guy. White and whatever to tap down that guy.
Ouch, man, I hate blue-white.
And then I'm going to move to combat.
Yep.
And I'm going to swing in. You're at 7?
I'm at 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll swing with everything.
That's another game. Yeah. See, I had the fast start, but I wasn't able to fully capitalize on it. And again, it's tempo with blue-white. You just get tapped down, and then you can't actually...
See, here's one of the weird things as well, too. Like, there are certain decks which I think, when they match up against each other, it's almost like that, the Planeswalker deck effect, sort of thing like that, where a lot of the time they build them to sort of be good against each other. I wasn't sure if this would be like that type of matchup, but with getting this on the board, the Blood Witch...
Yeah, but then
it's powerful, but
right
then
after being able to...
then right after having the Guild Mage on there, and the other thing was it was a matter of I think getting the Guild Mage on, and the
Guild Mage doesn't tap.
That's the thing as well too. So
there's the same thing with that Dimir one, because you could just constantly throw mana to that and make me discard my hand. So I never was able to catch up on that one either.
So and that one requires you to sacrifice a creature. So it's like it's costly for you to do it twice to try to get through. Sort
if you just burn the mana, it's one thing. But when you start sacrificing
burning a creature as well too, it's an entirely other ball game. So yeah, I mean these two essentially sort of could have changed the path of the game. This was almost like the counter to it, sort of thing. So yeah, that was I mean, mistakes were made. I understand that 100%. Like the I can just hear the collective scream from the folks watching.
What was your
at
turn
home.
1 that you were?
It was the Sphinx's Sphinx
okay.
of Foresight. Just having that in my, and I love this card. I actually like add this to a lot of blue decks when I'm playing in Magic Arena, just for the chance of getting into my opening hand. It's great, right? But at least with Magic Arena, it's like, hey, here's a reminder to let you know this is something you can do, as opposed to when you're playing in Paper Magic and you just completely forget. Sadly, it wasn't a best two or a best.
No, and I
didn't go to 3 games. I mean, that's not how we normally want these to sort of go. We love it when any of these sort of showdown or any of the matches really go to 3 games.
Yeah.
You were mana screwed in the first game.
Yeah. But...
Yeah. I mean, like which happens, but so yeah, it's. But keep in mind, folks. This puts Rakdos in a position to be voted as one of the wild card decks that could still end up progressing. And the last time we had a wild card go into something like this was the Planeswalker deck showdown, and the wild card went all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
So before we say goodbye, a couple things that I want to mention. Well, actually, just one thing I want to mention, which is the Token of the Month Club. So I've created a Token of the Month Club where you can sign up through Patreon and have between 1 to 10 tokens, different token each and every month sent directly to your door. Now, these tokens are made exclusively for Brain Pulp TV. My friend Lar D'Souza does the line work. I do the color work on top of it. And then we print them up and send them out. We are actually coming on a full year. Excuse me. We're coming up on a full year of doing the tokens for the Token of the Month Club. So the next token we produce right now for this month, providing this gets released in February, it is Ooze tokens, which is something you may have seen from Ravnica Allegiance.
Yeah.
And the following month, I just got the artwork for it. It's going to be one of the treasure tokens, the treasure artifact token. So, so the treasure artifact token is going to be the 12th token for the Token of the Month Club. So we've been going a full year. So it's something you may want to check out. It's a little bit, it's an extra thing that you can do to help support the channel as well as the Token of the Month Club itself. So if you're interested, there'll be links appearing at the end of the video, and there's also links in the description that can take you to the Token of the Month Club, and you can check it out. Travis, do you have anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.